Hi, I'm Eileen Wyatt, and I'm here today at the Brooks Free Library with our program and library director, Ginny Hewitt. And Ginny, I can't believe it, but it's actually not only spring, but it's the month of April. And with April, of course, we just passed April Fool's Day, so I don't expect any pranks here today. But tax day is coming up soon, and you have something to tell us about.
That's right. Some years ago, the post office, you used to go to the post office to get your tax forms, and they kind of got out of that business, and it shifted over to the libraries. So we have just a ton of state and federal tax forms and instructions here. And so I wanted to let people know that. It's not too late. You can come in and pick them up. And we can't give you tax advice. A lot of times people want to know what form they should use, and we actually can't tell you that or help you fill out your return. But we can help you get the forms and instructions that you need. And if we don't have them, we can get them online for you. And our website also has links to the State Department of Revenue site where you can get the tax forms, and also the federal tax forms too. So that's actually a lot of foot traffic we see this time of year with that. So
Yeah,
it's coming up. It's the sign of spring. You know,
Yes, it is.
besides
April 15th.
besides Dairy Queen opening, which is the other sign in Harwich.
Yes, it is.
And also, it's with spring town meetings coming up. So I just wanted to remind people that in our reference department, we have a lot of information from town departments and boards and committees. So if you're looking for background information on any subject that might be coming up at town meeting, we have those, any reports or studies that might have been done. And what was I going to say? For example, we have all the project proposals for the CPC projects, for the community preservation. So if you're wondering what a certain housing article, you know, the details on that, you can come and look at that and see what it's all about.
That's very
We
important,
also,
too.
it is, yes.
Yeah, to know what the articles are.
Sure. Because really, if you're not following it ahead of time, it's hard to vote on something. We also have, thanks to Channel 18, every week they give us a DVD of the selectmen's meetings. So if you miss it or you don't have cable, if you have DirecTV, you could pick it up and check it out. You can take it home and then return it later. It's a great service. I know it's available on demand on Channel 18, you know, so you can go to the website and look at it anytime also. But a lot of people don't want to do that. So the DVD is helpful for those who want, especially, like I said, coming up to town meeting. There might be a particular subject that was discussed and you missed the meeting, and, you know, we can get that for you, and you can borrow the DVD.
Very good.
All right.
Yes. And another service offered here, Ginny, has to do with the technology that we all have in our houses, and half of us don't know how to use it. I know I have a Kindle Paperwhite that I received during the holidays for a gift, and I'm struggling through it, but I could use some help. So I think there's some help available here, right?
There certainly is. That's one of the biggest growing areas of our reference assistance, is helping people with technology. You know, people thought that with the internet, that use of the library reference service would go down, but it hasn't really, because there's so much online, people can't find what they want. But the other thing is figuring out how to use technology.
Yes.
So, and that's kind of library's traditional role has been information literacy, teaching people how to find and evaluate information, and so that still continues with technology. But so for a long time we've been offering, well, anytime, you can stop in anytime and we'll try to help you, but it's not, the reference librarian can't always give you the time and attention that you need if you know, other people are coming in asking other questions. So we have a dedicated time on Saturdays from 1 to 3 where people can just drop in and ask any help with ebook. So we have extra staffing so that someone's able to help you and spend some time with you. And then the other thing we've started this year is a new service called Book a Librarian, and that is you can make an appointment for one-on-one help with any question related to technology. So there's a form on our website that people can fill out, or you come in or give us a call, and we'll fill it out. And the reason for doing that is we want to book a time with a staff member who can help you with that. You know, like with the e-readers, they update them all the time, new models, and there's different little tweaks on how things work. And so we want to set you up to talk to someone who knows, you know, the latest with the iPad or the Kindle or the Nook. Or it could be, doesn't have to be an e-reader. It could be questions about setting up an email account, scanning a document, any technology question.
Wow.
Yep. So
That's wonderful.
That's
So there's two ways now. Not just book a librarian online, but also from 1 to 3 on Saturdays. I'll have to remember that. Well, thank you so much, Ginny, for dropping by. Lots of information and wonderful services here at the library, as always. Thanks. And I'm here today at the Brooks Free Library with Suzanne Martell, who is our public services librarian. And Suzanne, I can't believe the number of April special events coming up.
We do have quite a bit. To
Uh-huh.
begin with, I think it's this Sunday. No, it's April 6th. Sorry, not this Sunday.
Okay.
C.L. Fornari is coming, who is fabulous with everything gardening on the Cape, and she's going to talk about color all summer with annuals. How you can keep your garden going all summer with all different annuals.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So that's Sunday, April 6th at 2 o'clock, and that's our friends of the Brooks Free Library. They
Okay.
have their first Sunday program every month.
Mhm.
Well, not every month, not in the summer.
Okay.
Okay, so we have that coming.
And that's this coming Sunday, actually. And
April
it's,
6th, right?
yes, because today's the 2nd, yes.
I am losing track of time.
I understand. I just knew yesterday was April Fool's Day. So, as a former educator, that was a very important day in the
Oh,
elementary
it was.
school level. Yes, it was.
It was. And then not for a little bit, but on April 17th,
Mhm.
it's a Thursday evening from 6:30 to 7:30. We're going to have a pond turtle lecture. Susan Bauer, she's from North Falmouth, but she's done a 10-year study on the pond turtles on Cape Cod. She
Oh, wow.
actually swims with them, I hear.
Wow.
And she's going to do a slide presentation and talk about them. She also has written a few children's books, The Turtle Sisters of Cape Cod, which I do believe we have in the library, so she'll talk about that also.
Nice. And both of these programs are, of course, downstairs.
They're downstairs,
Yes,
in the room downstairs,
All
and yeah, and they're free. We always like free.
Yes, we do.
And then we have something that I'm actually pretty excited about, is we're going to open a seed lending library.
Wow. Tell us about that.
Will be, I think, the second. Barnstable opened one in March, and we're going to open on April 26th. I'm going to have the opening for it. What it is we will have seeds that are either from heirloom plants or open pollinated plants, and we will have small packets of them that people can borrow. They'll sign up for it. They'll say what they took. You bring them home, you plant them, you grow the plants, and with a couple of your really fine specimens, you want the ones that are, producing well or don't have all, shriveled up leaves and stuff. You want the good, you want to save the seed.
Your best plants.
Your best plants. You want to take your best plants. That's a good. You take your best plants, and we will have workshops on how to harvest them.
How
how to harvest
interesting.
the seeds and dry them.
Wow.
And actually, someone is going to come on that day to talk briefly about how to save the seeds and things. She's from the Cape Cod Food Hub. But it's very exciting. So we
yeah.
are going to have a seed lending library. And in conjunction with that, the conservation administrator, Amy Usowski, excuse me, Amy, if I mispronounced your name, is going to come and do a talk on pollinators on April 24th at 10:30 in the morning. It's a Thursday. And she's going to talk about, pollinators, bees, and other bugs, and how you can plant things to attract them to your yard.
And that's very important because we are having a problem with the disappearance of bees.
We are. I don't have a problem in my yard. My yard has
No, but I think in general.
plenty of bees. But in general, yes, because I have lots of plants that attract bees. And that's
okay.
the whole idea of that.
Uh-huh.
And also in conjunction with all of this is we got a community plot, a plot in the community garden for the library. So we're going to get people, and if people want to volunteer to help us, they can leave their name at the front desk for me. And, we can work out times that you can come and help us plant the garden, care for the garden, water the garden, and we'll grow the seeds that we have, and you'll get to taste them. We'll share the vegetables with people.
Oh, what fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then it will all lead into next winter. We plan to do a community read, and they're going to be on books that have to do with gardening and plants. So it'll be great.
Wow.
It's like we are planting seeds so Harwich reads.
Oh, I like that title. That's really wonderful.
And then
You can
next winter,
pull it all in together.
it will be Harwich Reads, Growing Our Community.
Oh, great.
So we have a lot in store,
Mm-hmm.
as usual. And of course, we have all our other regular programs.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and want to just touch on a few of those?
okay, well, we have our regular knit lit
Mhm.
on Wednesday afternoons. We do still do Zumba on Wednesday, also at 5. We have a mahjong group that meets. They come here. We don't teach how to play it,
Mhm.
but they come and meet on Thursday mornings, and they play
nice.
mahjong. Sometimes they meet downstairs. Sometimes they meet upstairs.
Okay.
It depends upon if we have another program that we want to do at the same time.
Okay.
Uh,
And what time is that?
That's at 10:30
On Thursdays, right?
on Thursdays.
Okay.
We have a memoir writing group on Fridays. Right now it's at 10:30, but it may change in the summertime to the afternoon, so we can accommodate some of the other children's programmings.
Okay.
We have a low vision current events discussion group on Friday afternoons. That's in conjunction with the Council on Aging.
Ah,
And that's
very
at
good.
2:00, and they talk about current topics. Sometimes they read from magazines, newspapers, and some of them are low vision. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a great group. They meet quite regularly. And then this was a very informal group. I had taught crochet earlier this winter, and a group of those women get together on the mezzanine on Saturday mornings at 10:30,
Oh, wow.
and they share, the crocheting that they've been doing. They help each other out and have new things they learn.
Wonderful.
That's just some of them.
Phew. That's a lot going on here.
There's more. There's
Oh, my.
book groups also. See the
Oh,
whole
that's
back
right.
page.
That's right.
We
yes.
have 4 book groups. We have an evening book group meets the first Tuesday of the month at 6:30. A morning group, which meets the second Tuesday of the month at 11. Literary Diners meets the fourth Thursday of the month at 6:30. And The Greatest Generation meets the third Friday at 1:00.
Wow. And if you didn't have your paper and pencil ready, you can get this online. Is that correct?
You can get it online at www.brooksfreelibrary.org, or you can visit local places like the community center, town hall, the Chamber of Commerce. I think we have our stuff at some of the laundromats, at banks. We have flyers at various locations around
What you'd be
town.
looking for, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have little
Spring.
flyers too that tell us about our like the museum passes we have and
Yes.
all kinds of things.
Yes, I know. I have used those museum
Yes,
passes.
it's
They're great.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
It really is.
And now with school vacation coming up, you might want to book a day for one of those passes
That's
if you're having kids come to visit, grandkids.
Yes. And don't forget, we do have programming during April vacation. I
Yes.
believe Ann will go on Channel 18 and talk about that another
Yes.
time. But
Yes, she will.
don't forget, we have lots of programs during school vacation also.
Yes, and that'll be coming up.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so
You're
much,
welcome.
Suzanne. And this is really exciting, this Planting Seeds So Harwich Reads program, and it's nice how you have things to build up towards it. Very nice.
Thank you.
Great planning. Thank you for your time.